Hey guys, thanks so much and welcome back to Dragonmore Gaming. So we are doing the Dyson Sphere program and we are working towards the Dyson Sphere. But today we're going to be working on automating our production. So when we last left, we had just finished our orbital gas giant collector, and for our particular system, it is randomized whatever you guys will get. But so I have hydrogen and deuterium, and if I click on the gas giant, it'll probably be better to see hydrogen and deuterium for free. Deuterium at very, very small amounts, but free deuterium. So I wanted it to have somewhere to go, so it is going to come here. And then I'm just going to go ahead and just to make it simple, right? Because I have a whole bunch of deuterium coming in to this one that's actually going to go out, and that is because of all these particle colliders. So just to make everything clean, we're just going to have it all go to one central location, and that is going to be the deuterium. So deuterium is going to come here, and it's going to go straight back into there. Alright, and then like I said, this is our bigger collector of deuterium. So what little deuterium will come in here will get shuttled back over to this, which is my main deuterium storage facility / logistics center. Okay, but what this is going to do is going to help us with these guys. So we need more of these, right? We have some on our starter planet, but definitely not enough. So we're going to need turbines, copper, and graphene for this one. Okay, we can do that. Alright, so graphene, let's see, and we might do, I want to make sure that we have plenty of, so the logistics drones, trying to think of, because if we do the drones here, it should be fine, right? If we just accept from local, meaning we don't use our long-range transports, transporting like the graphene and stuff. We already have stuff doing that, right? That's the tubes. There's the turbines. So, okay, perfect. There's, oh, that's in demand, but that's local, so we got some of that somewhere too. Alright, you know what, let's I have so many of these logistics systems. Sometimes it's just easier just to do it and see what happens. Alright, so we're going to be transporting off this place, so we're transporting in the deuterium, so we'll need some transports for that. We'll transport out the particle containers. There might be one other good that we would do with the logistics transports. I'm just trying to, I'm thinking out loud here. But if we get the other stuff local, it should be fine. So we said we needed the turbines, copper, and graphene. Well, we could make it even more hilarious and just use a planetary logistics system. And as close as it will let me. Actually, if we go this way, how do we do? Might be more fun to go this way. Not sure what to do with this area yet, so maybe I'll do it this way. Okay, as close as it'll let me. Alright, get you a little closer here. Alright, and we're gonna give you some drones. We're gonna give you some power. Let's see. Right about, man, this thing is huge. Alright, that should be good for power. And we want you to get all the things that this guy needs. So I want you to give me turbines. I want you to give me copper. I want you to get me, look at him go. And what was the other thing we needed? The graphene. Demand. So there's no graphene on this planet, or at least none available. Alright, but logistics drones are working overtime. Okay, so graphene's the problem, which means that it's not coming in anywhere then, right? So we have the nanotubes coming in, but we don't have the actual graphene itself. Interesting. So we're gonna have to pull that in. Well, that's a good job for this guy. Alright, local supply, but remote demand. And there we go. They're off. They're gonna have to fill that. So our fourth planet, I'll show you guys that here soon too. But that one, I've done a bit of work on to make it that graphene, you know, with a fire ice planet, right? So we got plenty of the fire ice to make graphene out of those nanotubes. So there's plenty of graphene to go around. Okay. So graphene's gonna come out of this guy. Oh yeah, and so the strategy, of course, is to make sure that the closest thing... Oh, they're all even. I was going to say, whatever takes the most goes closest, you know, whatever takes the least goes furthest away on the belts. But they're all even. So it does not matter. In that case... Alright, so graphene's going to be, let's see, 1, 2, 3, yep. Okay, so graphene will go there. And we'll get... here. Guess we should do it like this, huh? And then actually it didn't take, did it? Nope. Alright. Because it keeps changing on me. Alright. Nope. There we go. Motors. Boom. Or roof. Yeah. Turbines. Sorry. Okay. And then in you go. That's not right. Whoops. Alright, we can even get it a little bit closer if we really wanted. But now we'll give it some space in case we have to do crazy things. Alright. And then God mode build. Actually, let me get. Oh no, it helps to choose the recipe. That one. Yes. Copy paste. And then build. Oh no. I think if I do it this way, maybe the camera behaves a little bit better. Yeah. Alright, that should be plenty. Right? We can only hope. Alright. Yeah, this God mode build is so much easier. Alright, and then output. Output's gonna get to here. And then we're gonna have to go up and over somewhere. Alright, so this needs to go here because we're gonna transport them off world. So that was use the shift, go up, and then back down and in. And then you don't need a filter because you'll figure yourself out. Okay. In. Okay. Little drones are working overtime. Oh. Whatever, that one's a little off, that's fine. Okay. Let's get, we need more power going on here. Alright, that covers there, so then this will cover the rest of it. Alright, so the drones are taking too long to get forward and back, so we're gonna go here. That'll speed them up. Okay. There's the power. There we go. Well, there we go. Alright, now that they've built all the track. There we go. God mode, so much usefulness. Alright, and then all the graphene looks like it's already here from the transports, so how are we doing? Man, it is coming in too. Alright. We did it. That was so much easier to automate from the first planet with all those like silly factories next to each other. This, so much faster to do. Okay. So the question is, now what? Alright, why did I want these? You guys have that constant question in this game too? There we go, strange matter. Well, I always forget what I want these for. Alright, so strange matter takes deuterium, iron. Alright, and okay, you have all three. That means I could do the strange matter here. What is the recipe for strange matter? Exactly. You know what? It's in the particle colliders. I don't know why I'm trying to build that. Do I have... Oh, I need these. Okay. But this is the planet to get these, so that's perfect. I am making those somewhere on this planet. It is over here somewhere. Supply. Ooh. Yeah, we don't have any. Why don't we have any? Alright, you're not making because you're not getting graphene. Not graphene. Graphite. Dang. Alright, so we're not getting graphite. That's a problem. Why are we not getting graphite? So we're not getting graphite here because one of the interstellar ones. Oh, so we have a few left, but they're going off world. Okay. So we need graphite. Here's the graphite that's being demanded. Now graphite again is coal, right? Or you can make it with the hydrogen and the liquid. Okay. So we're going to have to improve that next. That's what's going to have to happen to make our strange matter. Because that's unfortunate. Because we need those for the particle colliders. Just so we can make particle colliders. So we can make our strange matter. Alright. So that's how this game rolls. So it's like you find one broken part of the supply chain, you gotta go fix it. Well, we can always borrow some of these for the time being, but no, we're not gonna do that. Okay, graphite. Graphite. We need you to be here. And now there is another way to do that, but I don't want to. Which I was gonna import the oil to this planet, but there's so many refineries and everything on the other planet that I figured I should just do that. But speaking of which, I do need more refineries for that setup that I'm doing, so I might as well get that set up. Alright. Stone. I feel like I should have something automate every single one of the buildings, just because it is a little annoying running around picking up all this stuff. I know where it is on my home planet. I'm trying to remember where the rock is on this planet. Maybe we just go with screw it. Alright, heading back. Alright, we're specifically going to improve our graphite situation. Gotta say it out loud because otherwise I'll forget. Alright, how's the Dyson Swarm going? Nice. 6,000 solar cells. Nice. Look at how many freaking sails are on this orbit. That's cool. Oh, we're almost here. Almost overshot it. And smack. All right. Love it. Actually, how much? How are we doing on that power draw? Click on this; it'll tell us. Holy crap! This is the first time I've seen it where we're actually drawing less power than the Dyson Sphere can put out. That's actually fantastic. Granted, I think this planet has the thermal ring, so it doesn't need that much from the Dyson Sphere or Dyson Swarm. But it's still nice to see. Oh yeah, and this guy. Are you done? You must be done. Yeah. Got lots of accumulators. Alright. Perfect. Alright, so here's our setup. So I left a gap here just for this power pole because it needs to reach the center, but if you have the tier 3 on either side, it actually stretches far enough. So I'm gonna put them back to back to back going forward. But yes, I do need more stone to make more of these. Where is the stone? I guess this setup over here. Just kidding. Hey, more research. Alright. I'm gonna find it one of these days. Probably at the wrong pole, that's why. Yeah, it's over here. It's not near a pole. Duh. Alright, here's the stone. Give me stone. Gotta have room in the inventory. Alright, oil refineries. And now I need steel. Freaking great. There we go. Alright, steel, where are you? I definitely need to automate these buildings. Oh, looks like you guys finished. They've actually mined every single piece of iron in the very first node on my first planet. I am impressed. It took a while. Oh no, can't retrieve. Could have wasted that. Oh no, that's the belts, I hope. These words. Okay. Yeah, I'm getting back the mining machines. Yeah, I don't care about the ore and the garbage. Alright. Yeah, because I automated all like the factories and the sorters, and that's been amazing. Okay. And smelters for when I do a super smelter planet. Those are ongoing. Nice. I think you can get more hydrogen than that if I guess I'm using all the hydrogen for fuel up there, and I guess I could change that. Okay. The next step was what? See, I lost track again. Alright, we got oil refineries. Oh yeah, steel. Alright, there should be some steel here, but this thing doesn't really get that much iron anymore, so it kind of doesn't. But it all flows to here, and there's no steel there. But there is steel in here that I kept for emergencies. Perfect. Alright. And now I need these guys. Oh, these are up here. And this is why you should automate buildings. Just run around picking all this crap up. Alright. And then you need circuit boards. I just need all the things. And now back to steel. I'm just getting back. I am gonna need a bunch of these, so. Cool. All right, we'll go with that for now. That can sort perfect. Just to kind of show you guys what I'm doing. I think that's enough to at least get this rolling. Alright, here's my oil setup. Alright, so as a reminder, all the oil in the whole world comes into this sorter right here. And it goes to this sorter, which has priority to go straight into the factory. And then it divides it between going into the logistics station and going out to the factory line, or to the power plant. Equatorial power, as they call it. So let me get those in. Alright, so how many of these do I have again? I have 16. Okay. That will be enough to get started. Oops, that's off. Okay, so I do, that's the regular oil refining, what do they even call that? That's the plasma. Yeah, plasma refining there. And don't need you anymore, because I can cover you with this guy. Nice. Alright. And then this guy is the X-ray cracking, yeah. Alright, so then we put X-ray cracking right next to it. Oh, lack of item. Alright. I'm gonna take 2 of those back just to, so it's not gonna be complete, but I'll at least show you what's going on over here. And then I just copy it on the other side. Alright. So I don't have enough oil refineries to go all the way down the line, but I'll start on this side just to show you. Okay. Assuming I can see what I'm doing. Alright, so all the oil, like I said, comes in on the center line and goes all the way down this way. So on either side of that oil, I have the first tier of it, just the regular plasma refining into refined and hydrogen. So, starting here. Alright, so these are going to go in here. So that's step 1, go into the first refineries. Okay. And then I'm just going to do it on this side first. So just maybe it'll be simpler. So it goes into the first factory, off the oil, produces the more liquid oil than it does hydrogen. And then when you get to this one, to make the graphite, which from oil is for free, which is awesome. So infinite graphite. You can see it takes more hydrogen than it does oil, like refined oil. So this thing's producing too much oil for what that one needs. So it needs both things, but not in that quantity. So what happens is that we have, we want the hydrogen, and I should probably start over here because that's where my dude is. So we want the hydrogen. So I set the filter to hydrogen, and we want the oil to go to the other factory. So you see it's crossing over the belt and it's going directly into the factory. And it starts making it. Now the problem is that it needs 2-to-1 hydrogen to oil. So this thing, as you can see, is getting backed up on oil. Or refined oil, specifically. But that's okay, because we added this belt here. And all the excess refined oil gets dumped onto the belt. And there it goes. And I'm gonna have to fix that belt because that's Mark II belts, depending on how far we go with this thing. Anyway, so there you go. So now it has all 3 of its spots on the output are using the sorters. 2 are going to the next building over, and then the excess oil is getting dumped onto this belt, and I'm having it going all the way to the logistics station. So now you can transport the refined oil wherever you need it. All right, so then over to this guy. So he is making, so he needs more of the hydrogen, so he'll slowly get the hydrogen, you know, from this thing here. So it's a little bit slow just because it has to wait for like the second, you know, kick just to get all the hydrogen. But now it's making more hydrogen, which I could actually just feed back into the system if I really wanted. But I've mostly used it elsewhere. And then the other byproduct, of course, is the graphite. So now, output. Now this is where you have to be careful because I have one belt specifically graphite, one for hydrogen. And I do recommend keeping it separate because if one of them gets backed up, then it just backs up the whole thing. It's not good, but you could technically put them on the same belt if they're going into a logistics station, because the logistics station will automatically sort it for you because it just takes it all in. Alright, but I'm gonna keep it separated. Alright. Hydrogen. Graphite. Well. So that's the only problem with the satellites. It seems to be like sometimes they get in the way. Alright, we gotta finish all these inputs into this one now. Like I said, this one is crossing over for the hydrogen, over to the other factory for the oil, and then leftover oil onto the belt. Alright, and away we go. Oh no! Oh, we got that one wrong. Crap. Copy, paste. No, I don't want you to do it. Screw it. As you can see, sometimes you mess it up. Now, like I said, the good news here, for me, is that this whole belt ends up in the deal, in the logistics station. So so it'll automatically sort this hydrogen for me, so I'm not gonna really worry about that. So hopefully you do too, otherwise you'd have to like delete the belts to try to get it out of there. Alright, oil please, there we go. Alright, now we're doing better. Okay, so then the next trick. Now let's see, I think I fixed, there was a problem over here where I was using too much graphite for something. Let's see if that's still the problem. So I ended up getting rid of some, there's still a few, but I ended up getting rid of most of these power stations because there was this graphite here that was coming to it, which I have since disconnected actually. So those are fine because they're using hydrogen. So the graphite here seems to be fine. And you can see it's like it's using up the oil. So this is using up oil and graphite to make the plastic. tell me about... Yeah. So this is supplying graphite, because I'm making it with all this coal that's coming in here also. So it's the coal graphite. Coal graphite's making the plastic and the red research. That's a lot of hydrogen. Okay. So this is supplying the graphite that's coming from the coal, but where is it going? And how am I getting it off-world? Because that's the real question. Alright, map. Alright, that's plastic. Going off-world. Nope. Well, I got 8,000 of these things. Oh yeah, I can also setting this up so I can transport solar sails to other planets so I can have more of these guns on other planets. And they're kind of junking up my inventory, so I should probably do that. Okay. No, not there. Oh. So I'm not sure how the graphite is getting off this planet, or even if it is. And it might not be. Oh, here we go. Remote supply, that's what it is. Okay, but it's also local supply, and maybe that's the problem. Local demand. There we go. So this is going to be the central hub for graphite now. I think this is which I think the interstellar logistics are better as kind of the hubs for these materials, just because there's going to be a lot going in and out. All right. So that is going to be the supply for it. Now, where I'm standing is where the graphite was, somewhere around here. Where was that? Over here. Wow. That's using that up. Alright, so it's on supply, which is what we wanted. But I guess it just wasn't going anywhere, so that was the problem. Alright, so now we're going to start chewing through this coal, and it's still in a splitter, so the plastic and the research is still getting plenty. But that will start moving off-world now, assuming that this much graphite is enough. Which I'm worried it won't be. That is chewing up real fast. Okay, so that's gonna fix my graphite problem, at least for a while. Alright, now let's go check on the oil again just to make sure. Oh, look at that, that's beautiful. So again, the graphite from these guys. Yeah, this is waiting. Alright, so this is another problem, is that it's getting backed up on the oil. So the oil's full, the hydrogen is not. So I'm trying to think of a better way to do this. Because as you can see, I'm trying to use excess fuel and hydrogen. But if there's no excess hydrogen, then it kind of screws me over. So I'm gonna have to think how to fix that so it's constantly collecting the hydrogen. Oh man, look at this. It is pulling in that graphite and then immediately throwing it back out on the ships. That's awesome. Okay. Alright, well at least we've broken the belt there for the hydrogen to be able to feed this. And we're going to start using some of the oil. Because it looks like hydrogen is going to be much more demand now because we're making deuterium. So I need to stop using hydrogen to power my thermal plants. In the beginning of the game, it's great. There's just too much hydrogen to go around. But once you start making deuterium, it's like, I'll use all the hydrogen I can. Okay, so I think that'll do it for this one, guys. We got our graphite situation back under control, so that's going to definitely help us with our particle accelerator, our colliders, and so that we can actually, you know, make that strange matter. So guys, thank you so much for watching. Stay awesome, and we'll see you in the next one.